Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna learn how to pull wire and how to basically wire up an HVAC system. Basically, I got to a job yesterday that I quoted. Lady wants a new electrical for her HVAC system because it's a short inside the electrical from what the company that installed the HVAC system, and supposedly the manufacturer company came out and inspected also and said that there was something with the electrical problem. So the problem with the HVAC is not our problem. Basically, all we have to worry about is wiring up running the wire. They're running the new electrical wire and running a new thermostat wire, hooking it up, call it a day. Basically, I'll show you how this old wire used to look. Ladies and gentlemen, if your wire looks like this, it's time to replace it. Like, this old wire is all like taped out, all deteriorated and everything like that. If it looks like that, you need to replace it. Look how old this wire is in this house, on this building, and even the insulation lines are all deteriorated. It's so old. So I do recommend, if you see that, if you're a technician and you see that on the roof, you might as well, show it to the customer. That way they know what's going on up there. So if something happens, they get a short or something like that, they can't blame the work that you've done. You gotta let them know, look, your wire looks like this. I recommend you replace it, especially if you're doing an HVAC system. But this isn't about HVAC, but that's a little tip. If you're doing an HVAC system, you see the wire like that, you recommend to the customer, look, the wireless electrical might create a fault later on. It might be a shortage and things like that. So you might want to replace it. But that's not the case today. The case today is basically we have to run the new electrical. Basically, I already disconnected it from the disconnect and everything like that. So basically, the wire is off, power is off to it, so I don't have to worry about taking disconnect off. But I still take it out because when I plug it in and turn the breaker on, this is gonna be one of the problems. So basically, you take the disconnect, you can turn it to the off position right here. Basically, this is a fuse disconnect, so it has 2 fuses. There's other ones that just have the pins on and no fuse, but this one has the fuses on it. So we're gonna put it on the off position. You just put it in there. That way, when I turn my power on, it's not gonna turn on the system. And just basically, we test the electrical, make sure everything's good before we even do anything else in there. Before we even turn the HVAC system on, because if I turn my my electrical on and there's nothing wrong with my electrical, nothing's tripping, everything's good, I got good continuity and things like that, I don't have to worry about my electrical work. But once I turn the system on and there's something wrong with the system, it's automatically it's gonna let me know right away, because it's either gonna trip the breaker or one of the fuses is gonna blow. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go step by step by what you're doing. First, you determine how far you're gonna run this wire, how difficult it is. Basically, when you price this kind of work for running wire for HVAC system, you always want to determine how hard it's gonna be, what's your length, and how long it's gonna take you. That way, you can come up with a decent price. Basically, what I did here, I came up with a price by good thing, the gooseneck that's right there. That gooseneck. Excuse me, I'm sneezing. The gooseneck goes straight into her apartment. So basically, all we have to do is just run the wire straight down. It's gonna land straight on the furnace inside, and from the furnace, I gotta run it into the panel, and you all gonna see exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. I'm gonna basically just follow up. Basically, it's not gonna be no more talking. It's basically just gonna be, the talk is gonna be to the end when I tell y'all. When I say goodbyes and everything like that. So basically right now it's all video, basically exactly what I'm doing. want to do this to 2 people, but since I don't have anybody around at the moment, so I got no help, so I gotta do it on my own. So just slowly, when you do it on your own, just slowly push it up. If you feel like it's like really giving you a hassle to pull it through, just stop for a second, go check what's going on, because basically it could be stuck on the metal, it could be anything. You can start stripping the wire, which is not good. Basically, it's the first, it's the whole reason we're gonna replace the wire, because the other one's all deteriorated where we don't want to hurt this wire. Look right here, easy peasy. The wire is all good to go. It's not damaged or anything like that. So basically, we pull it up, and as you can see right here, when you pull wire, when you about to pull wire, when you have the tape around it, the reason for the black tape on the electrical tape on the fish wire is that way you don't, basically doesn't come off the fish tape. Basically, what you can do, basically wrap the tape, and that way you don't have like a hard time getting it off. At the end, kind of like just twist it at the end. That way, when it comes up, you know where exactly to take it off. Basically, we're gonna take it off all the way out. All right, so far so good. So we're gonna keep pulling the wire until you feel just like a slight pressure on it that you can barely pull on it. Then we're gonna go downstairs and check, make sure I pull all the wire through. And if I did, well, bingo. If not, then we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying to see exactly what's going on, how to get enough wire to go basically where you're at right now, 2 more units that way. I love electrical work. This is basically my passion. I like it. I take my time with it. You don't want to hurt the wire, so you take your time with it. Basically, slow and smooth is fast. There you go, boom. Doesn't hurt the wire or anything like that. So basically, after that, you always want to clean them up for yourself. So after you finish using a tool or anything like that, just basically just put it away, put it in a nice area. Basically, like my fish tape, I just finished using it. So we're gonna basically just roll it back up. That way it's not on the way or anything like that. Basically, make sure that, like, if you're in a roof, you put it in a location, you're gonna remember where you put it, because sometimes I have left tools in the roof before. So we're gonna put it right here, because I have to put this cage back on there around this goose with no birds, because earlier the bird got into the apartment. But now we're good. So basically, see, we're just gonna slowly pull. So far so good. Right there, I'm getting a little hassle, so I'm gonna go downstairs and see what's going on. I'll be back. So far so good. There was nothing wrong. The only thing was basically was just stuck in one of the other wires. So we're gonna pull it this way. It was just out of the water. Slowly keep pulling it up like we've been doing. We're so good. And right there. Full tug right there. Nice and tight. So pulled out. So basically, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna grab some zip ties. We're gonna zip tie it to the line set over here. So we're gonna zip tie the electrical wire in there. But we're gonna do all that once I finish pulling the thermostat wire. Sounds good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we ran the electrical already. We ran the thermostat wire already. Basically what I'm gonna do now is basically we're gonna move towards rewiring the system now. So I'm gonna rewire everything. I'm gonna basically rewire the thermostat, and rewire the basically just install the electrical. Basically just put it in, make sure it works, make sure it's right now I'm gonna put it on. And always before you turn the power, make sure check for continuity before you turn it on, and it should be perfectly good. Other than that, that concludes this blogging about electrical, how to run electrical wire for an HVAC system. It's not hard. It's basically just time consuming. Be patient, be careful with the wire, especially because it's coming to the roof. You don't want to hurt it or anything like that, because water gets in it, and that's how shorts start happening, and like fault and all that good stuff. So just be careful when you run the wire. Take it easy, be patient, and take your time.